guest, though. He has hosted some of the biggest quiz shows on telly, such as Pointless and House of Games. But it was after seeing all 3 of his books in the bestsellers section, I think he knew he made it. Please welcome Richard Osman.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Hi, Rowan. Hello, Alex.
Hello, how are you?
I'm really well. How are you?
Well, I mean, good, but that's amazing, isn't it?
That's a bit of fun, isn't it?
All of your books in the bestsellers section.
It is. I remember once I had to buy a TV and I was in the TV section of John Lewis, and I stupidly went through about 5:30 at night, and every single television in the place had my face on it because they were showing Pointless. That was the single worst moment of my life. This I can handle a bit more because at least I'm not there. At least it's just the books.
Let's talk Pointless. Now the nation is devastated.
Yeah.
Richard.
They can't believe it.
You've left us.
I know.
What is it like to watch as a viewer?
I love it.
Do you?
I absolutely. Well, I've always wondered why people like Pointless, because I always had the answers written down and I knew what the scores were. I'm watching it now going, I don't know about that. I'm thinking, I wonder what that's going to score. And I'm thinking, this is a really good show. So I'm loving watching it. I got a Pointless answer the other day.
Did you?
I was absolutely thrilled. I was made up. I had to tweet it.
Very good.
He now plays along.
Also, we've seen as well Sally Lindsay, one of many guest hosts that have been replacing you on the show.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to any of the guest hosts?
I just be yourself. You've got to be yourself. They've got some brilliant people. Sally is amazing. I think Stephen Mangan is doing it next. Connie Huck is doing it. Lauren Laverne. All sorts of brilliant people. You just got to have fun. That's the point of that show, is to have a laugh with Xander. And, you've got to get some information across. But the key thing is just entertain people at tea time.
Very nice. Well, later we'll find out why Richard can't keep away from a quiz show. And if you have a question for him or anybody else on tonight's show, get in touch in all of the usual ways.
Yeah. Now, this week, many of us...
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Very cold.
Yeah.
Well,
very cold.
But beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, lots of people, don't they, enjoy outdoor swimming? It's a thing. Not for you, Richard.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. I didn't enjoy it if I'm on holiday. I'd enjoy outdoor swimming if there's like a swim-up bar. That's nice.
What if there's Harry Judd in the water, though?
Listen, I'll go anywhere Harry Judd is. But that's the other thing. If when you do it in the UK, if it's suddenly hot, you go to any outdoor pool, and yet it's just a load of people in their 20s with their tops off. And you just think, come on, put your tops back on, lads. You might have to sneak in at like 4 in the morning and just swim a couple of lengths, but you have to go, the second they turn up, you've got to go home, don't you?
Why not? Hey, look, Richard, your Thursday Murder Club series, it's been such a massive hit. I mean, you're now on to the 3rd book, obviously. I mean, tell us a little bit about the 3rd one.
The 3rd one, I mean, it's the same character, so it's for elderly sleuths in their 70s who live together in a retirement village, and they look over old unsolved cases. And this time around, they're actually dealing with the murder of a television presenter. And I don't know where I get my plots from, Alex. Why anyone would ever want to wish ill upon a TV presenter.
And which one is it based on? Who gets knocked off?
I could not possibly comment. She's called Bear
Xander.
Clauding.
Oh, is she?
No, she's not. She's not. But it allowed me, lots of other things going on as well, but it allowed me to write, there's one of his previous hosts, now hosts a quiz show, so I'm able to write about that. But again, it's the same mix of things. These 4 elderly people given an almost impossible task to solve this mystery, work out, who killed this news presenter. And, there's laughs along the way, there are tears along the way, and, it's a sort of Agatha Christie-esque mystery. And every time a new one comes out, I think, this is the one where I get found out, and they go, oh no, I used to like this guy, I used to like these books. And this one's gone bigger and better than any of them, so I'm absolutely thrilled. People are loving it, and that keeps me happy. Thank you.
And this one's called The Bullet That Missed, and as you mentioned, I mean, I've read the other 2. They are funny. They are funny. But also they deal with important topics. Dementia is one of the topics, and that's something that's close to your heart,
Well, that's
it?
I mean, I've got these 4 characters. They're all in their 70s, and it's all very well and good me saying, having sort of fun with them, and this kind of thing, and saying, aren't they brilliant, and they do all these incredible things. But you have to tell the truth about getting older as well, and that involves frailty, it involves grief, it involves dementia. My grandfather had dementia, and it's almost impossible to find a family in this country who haven't been around dementia. And so for me to say, I love my characters, I'm very proud of them, and to say, you know what, they're heroes, but you can't do that without showing the other side of it. You can't do that without showing that old age is not all, drinking wine at 11:30 in the morning and mucking about with your mates and solving murders. I try and show the truth of getting older as well, and that I think it makes those characters very real to people.
Yeah, it's so nice. But look, I mean, you mentioned it a moment ago. You were a bit nervous with the third book, because, you know, the first two done so well. Yeah. What is that pressure like? Because obviously, you know, people will expect more and more, right?
Yeah, it's a really tricky one. It's almost so much pressure you have to forget it. I just shut the door, sit down on my computer and write. And the only person who's allowed in is Liesl von Kat. So she is allowed to sort of prowl around.
There's a picture there, look at that.
Oh, there she is. That's where I write. That's where I do all my writing. And that's almost always where she is. You kind of want to go, you know, it's sort of difficult to write, Liesl, but she's having none of it. So, yeah, the pressure is there, but actually, you know, if you sit and look at a cat and you spend time with those characters as well, you know, it's such fun for me. And there's even, in this new one, I have fun with all sorts of things, but there is a little mention for Roman in this book. I don't mention him by name, but there's a character. I won't say why, but you'll know for a fact that it's Roman.
He's not the...
I mean, that would be a spoiler.
I'll get a mention in the book.
That would be a spoiler. You get a mention in the book.
You get a mention in the book? I'm jealous.
There's a new character called Victor who people are loving, which is great. He's and he encounters you during this book, and we can work out from clues that it's you.
Right.
But he likes you very much because you open the door for him, and so he's like, you're okay. But yeah, you have a tiny little cameo in the book, which means you might be able to be in the film.
That's what I mean.
If Spielberg's
I thought
watching,
we were friends.
Alex,
Anyway.
I told you.
There you go. Look, ask that question about Steven Spielberg and see if he wants me as well. Ask it.
Sally asks, Steven Spielberg is making a film of your book.
Yeah.
With me in it.
Yeah, with Roman.
Are you going to have a cameo?
I'm not going to have a cameo. It's because I think it would be weird for the guy from Pointless to suddenly turn up in a major crime investigation. But literally yesterday, I got the first piece of casting news, which I'm not allowed to tell you, but it is amazing.
Do we know the person?
Oh, yeah.
OK,
You
Tom
certainly
Hanks.
do. Sorry?
Tom Hanks?
Wrong gender, I'm afraid.
Oh.
But I love your confusion. Wait,
Leslie Manville.
If it's not a man, who could it be?
Is it? Does it rhyme with Cyril Deep?
It's Tom Hanks' size. I can't tell you because I need Spielberg to stay my friend.
Meryl Streep.
That's closer than Tom Hanks.
Oh, OK. Well, I think we're going to have to get away from that, because otherwise we'll get in a lot of trouble for revealing too much. Richard, congratulations. You're tying the knot this year.
Yes, in December, which I'm looking forward to ever so much. That'd be nice.
How's the planning going?
Yes, good. It's a nice little show-busy wedding, which is really good. Just lots of friends and family, and you know, a right old party.
Mistletoe, candles, Christmassy.
Yes, Christmassy. That's the thing, and you know, the places already have Christmas trees up. So that's half the decoration done, isn't it? That's the way I see it.
Well, Richard's new book, The Bullet That Missed, is out now.
Sorry.
Joining Richard shortly will be his good friends Paul and Ian as they tell us about the new series of Have I Got News For You. Before we speak to Paul and Ian, let's get a taster of tonight's episode.
We should start by saying something about the bond market. I have no idea how it works. Paul?
No, I don't know. I've actually got grade 5 CSE maths, which is the equivalent of 25 yards breaststroke.
Paul and Ian, welcome to the show. Good to see you.
Thank you very much, yes. That was amusing. Who was he?
Have I Got News For You has been going 30 years, they told us today.
32.
32 years.
1990, yeah.
GCSE maths.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
That's a button you are.
2 years after the end of the Second World War.
Why do you think, I mean, it's still super popular?
That's a tough question.
Go on.
God.
Well, go on, do you want to say?
No, you say.
Okay.
It's a secret.
I think what Ian would say is that it's, well, you know, the news it can be quite desperate at times, and people want to sort of, if they don't follow the news during the week, they can catch up with us, what's been happening. And also, if you can find any light-hearted relief from the grimness of it all, then people enjoy that, I think.
Yeah. And this week, you know, is a bit of a laugh. You know, there's the threat of nuclear war, the economy's tanked, and a lot of people are very worried about the cost of living. And you know, it's comedy gold, really.
Do you have to sense check the jokes, or is it just kind of a bit of a free-for-all?
I've no idea what that means.
Yeah, great. That is exactly what I wanted to hear.
I think they have lawyers, you know, and you also know that there's no point in saying stuff that's not going to go out, you know. It's a waste of time.
Ian gives it a go.
Now, because we're live.
Oh, yes, we do. Oh, are we? God, it's fantastic. Look at the heart attack. No.
But, it's all about being across the news, knowing what's going on. Paul, I know you've got a TV.
Yes, I've got TV, yeah.
Yeah, and you read the papers. But you haven't got a phone, have you?
I don't have a mobile phone, no.
Oh.
No.
So, what?
Oh, I had one in the 1990s when they first came out, when they were just phones, and I lost it and I didn't miss it, so I never bothered.
So this is not a new thing where you thought, right, I'm not going to have a phone. It's just you've never had a
I've
phone.
not had one for, I suppose 25 years.
He also doesn't have any friends.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
So it makes it easy.
No, I think Ian's exaggerating there. There is a man on the other side of the country from where I live, and he semaphores me, and I semaphore back. But no, I mean, my wife Suki has a mobile phone, so it's not like I'm a 24-hour plumber. I don't need somebody to quickly get in contact with me. I wanted to be I do 12 hours and that's it.
I wonder what you did between the shows.
Come 6 o'clock, I turn into a vampire.
Has it got you into trouble though, not having a phone?
I've no idea.
But that's it. No, but in terms of okay, because I couldn't even imagine not living without a phone,
yes.
right? But if you make a plan with someone, you go and meet at a certain place.
Yeah,
and then you do.
Then you go there.
No, but then what if you don't?
No, you do. You turn up. You see.
Okay.
That's the difference between our generation and yours.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
You make the plan. You don't say, "Oh no, I can't be bothered. I think I'll go somewhere else." I'll text you.
You see
you
that
say
impression?
it,
You
and you
did
go.
that.
Oh,
yes.
For a minute, I thought I was sitting
really
next to a
easy.
12-year-old. That was a fantastic impression.
I know. I'm really good at them.
He is. He's very good. Essentially, like today, the driver bringing me here got lost, but he had a mobile phone.
Okay.
So he phoned up. So, somebody will have a mobile phone in an emergency, but it's fine. There's not a problem at all. I generally find that people, when they ask me about it, they're rather envious.
Yeah.
People need to have mobile phones in the jobs they do, but luckily I don't.
It's perfect, by the way, as a crime writer, for a murder victim. It's amazing if you don't have a mobile phone, because it's much easier to kill you. I'm just saying that. So
You'd be in the next book.
Yeah.
Richard, I was actually going to say, you've been on the show before. Yeah. I mean, who's the best team captain?
Ian.
Would you say? Yeah.
Without
is that?
even
Of course
any
he's not.
hesitation.
No, he's not. No, me and Paul always play together against Ian. We always lose. Right, I think. Yeah, pretty much. Sure. I do keep a score. But it's a moral thing, isn't it? Because Ian he's trying to play. We're trying to entertain.
Yeah.
Whereas Ian is out there for the point. So, for me,
no,
I like being with Paul in terms of the stats.
Moral points.
You're there.
Oh, my goodness.
But these two guys have been very humble about why it's a huge hit. It's a huge hit because the relationship between these two. And they come at everything from different angles. And whatever new host they got, I didn't recognise the guy on there, the guy from Pointless, I think.
No.
But whatever
I thought
happens...
that programme's really picked up in the last week or two.
Yeah, same. I agree.
That is something I could
It's
watch.
weird. I don't know what happened.
I could watch that now.
Yeah, it's something. It
really is
happened.
extraordinary.
Yeah.
And you must watch it now, because it's usually people without jobs who watch it, and then it's you now.
Wow. I mean, we've already covered this in the first half of the show. I can see you were watching in the green room.
Melanie says, Paul and Ian, how much of Have I Got News for You is scripted? How much is improvised?
It's all scripted. We're delivered the script 3 months before the week's news, and then we just read it out.
Yes, essentially we record everything that could possibly happen. They just cut out the bits that didn't happen.
The truth is, the host script, the host has a couple of jokes on each subject. Everything else and every funny bit is always just these two making it up as they go.
Must
the
have
person in the middle has got the script that's been written, and we don't know what that is. And then
but you must
everything
have
else
ideas about what you might riff on, etc.
Oh, you know what's going to come up, as Ian says,
Except if something, absolutely bizarre happens, like Liz Truss is Prime Minister, then you're on your own.
Or do you feel that nervousness that went around the room then?
No.
Well, that's because every time you mention
put it this way. We leave the politics. We leave the politics to your show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's a live show. I'm very worried about saying stuff
Now,
like that.
Of all the guests that you've had on,
Yes.
who's been the most surprising, would you say, Ian?
The most surprising.
Yeah.
Now, what name are you looking for here?
Well, I think it's the one... It's somebody that we've interviewed on this programme, Mr Shatner.
Oh, yes, Captain Kirk.
Yes.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
That was a surprise,
He had no idea about who
Good
anyone in the
surprise
news
or
was.
bad surprise?
Oh, it was a great surprise.
Good.
Because he didn't know who we were.
No,
he had no idea.
He had no idea. He was reading out jokes about Nick Clegg, who was then leader of the Liberal Democrats, and no idea who he was. But William Shatner is actually a very good actor.
Yeah.
If you look at his CV, you could see that he was doing Shakespeare, live Shakespeare on Canadian TV in 1959. So he's a very good actor. So he delivered these lines like he knew what he was talking about. And he said something about Ilfracombe, but we won't mention.
Yeah, because he got us into incredible trouble. We had a libel writ because of Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we had to
I'll tell you what he said
Ilfracombe.
once this is over. I'll tell you what, I'll do it during mime form.
No, that'd be even worse.
Yes, it would.
Well, Have I Got News for You is on tonight, 9 o'clock on BBC One.
Oh, we better get over there, then, don't we?
Nancy says, Richard, lovely comment for you. So excited to start the third book in the series. I'm obsessed with the characters and the brilliant writing from Richard.
Oh, that doesn't feel like a question. That just feels like a lovely warm bath.
It
Thank
is.
you, Nancy.
Did it take you a long time to write that?
How dare you?
That
was scripted.
cheeky.
That was
That was
scripted.
He didn't answer the question, though, did he? You noticed that?
I quite like this already. Mark says, love the books. Richard, the characters and the comedy of me in stitches. Just finished The Bullet That Missed. When's the next one coming out? Please say it soon. Already want it for
same
Christmas.
time next year, next September. I've started writing it now. The good news is I'm already behind, so I know it's going to be good. I'm already missing my deadline.
Yeah. Well, it's been lovely to chat to you all.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much.
Very nice.
That is all we've got time for. Thanks so much to Ian, Paul and Richard.
I'll be back on Monday with Jermaine, and we'll be joined by Steve Coogan, Stanley Tucci and Davina McCall. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.
See you later.